Gamers, yesterday we covered the amazing game of Breath of the Wild. Today we're doing Tears of the Kingdom. Also, to the guy in yesterday's comment section who was saying I was silly for not just, paying $10 for the digital upgrade rather than, paying for a whole new copy. Not only did I do it for Tears of the Kingdom, but I did it twice. I have 3 copies. One of them is still sealed. Anyway, jokes aside, let's get into the actual game.
So as you can see, Tears of the Kingdom is the exact same art style as Breath of the Wild, so you can expect the same graphics and visual appearance. So similar to yesterday, there is a lot of weapons you can choose from, lots of swords, shields, bows, and armor sets. I did, however, realize I loaded up the wrong save file. This is my second playthrough, so I don't have a lot of the stuff I was hoping to show you, but there's plenty of materials, lots of food combinations, of course, again, Zonai devices, we'll get into those, and lots of cool items and unique mechanics as well. So once again, the map is absolutely massive, as you might have guessed. Not only can you explore a slightly different Hyrule than Breath of the Wild, there is also the Sky Islands and the Great Depth. As for the cool, unique abilities of this game, starting off we have Ascend, which lets you, ascend through platforms and pop out on top. Next up, we have the Ultra Hand ability, similar to Magnesis, except it lets you pick up just about anything. You can, grab things, but in addition to that, you can also rotate them any direction that you'd like, and you can attach things together. As you can imagine, this opens up pretty much limitless possibilities. And following off of that, the next ability I wanted to show you was the auto build ability, which pretty much lets you recall anything that you've built in the past, and you can use up Zonite to rebuild them unless you have the materials in your inventory, like those Zonite devices I showed earlier. Next up, we have the recall ability. I know this is like a really lame way to show you the potentials of this ability, but pretty much you can, reverse the direction of any object that was in motion. And the last ability that I wanted to show you guys is called the Fuse ability, which lets you fuse objects to either your, sword or your shield, and depending on what you attach, they can have different combinations and attack powers. You can see all the different combinations that I have with items that I found throughout my journey. Now then, you've seen the abilities that Link has in this game. It's time for the champion abilities. Starting off with Yonobu, you can activate him to, fire like a fireball, which you can then use to glide. Tulin's ability pretty much just pushes you through the air, and again, I wanted to show you that the bow still does like the slowdown time. Sidon either gives you a protective shell like Daruk's protection, or you can launch out like a water attack. And then finally, Ryuji starts creating like an electric force field around you that when you shoot an arrow within it, it releases a lightning bolt. Once again, I would just like to say how amazing this game is. It's got so many good moments, such a good storyline, continues right after Breath of the Wild. It's honestly amazing. Highly recommend picking it up. But I don't want to make the video too long. I know the Breath of the Wild one was like 6 minutes when I was done with it, so I had to
really trim it down. But if you want to get your own copy of Tears of the Kingdom, check the link down in my description. Let me think. This is my copy. You can't have that one. But the sealed copy and the Switch 1 version I will be selling on my eBay very shortly. So if you want to get these at a discounted rate rather than buying them brand new off Amazon, I will leave a link down in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.